For almost 3 decades, it has remained one of the world's most notorious unsolved celebrity murders. But now, law enforcement officials in the U.S. are hopeful they'll finally get to the truth of what happened to rapper Tupac Shakur in September 1996, thanks, they say, to the arrogance of the man they believe orchestrated the killing. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis is currently awaiting trial after pleading not guilty to the murder. Shakur was gunned down in Las Vegas on September 7, 1996 and died 6 days later. Incredibly, Davis, a former gang leader, confessed to being the shot caller to 2 separate police forces in 2008. However, his admissions with an LAPD gang task force and Las Vegas Metro detectives were made under prosecution immunity, known as a proffer deal. Now Las Vegas District Attorney Steve Wolfson has confirmed to the Mirror that Davis's own public comments, not protected by the proffer, revived the investigation. A Nevada grand jury indicted him on 1 count of murder with a deadly weapon, with a trial now set for March 2025. Former LAPD detective Greg Kading, who himself wrote about the investigation in a book, was a key figure in the task force, and the first cop to hear Davis's confession. In a shock twist, prosecutors have entered that police interview tape into evidence, stating that Davis broke the immunity deal by speaking in public about the killing. Speaking exclusively to the Mirror, Kading said, "If Keefe had not spoken to media or written his book, this case would remain cold and no prosecution likely. But this is what happens when you combine arrogance and ignorance. The result is you turn out to be the village idiot." Keefe is the guy who believes himself to be the smartest guy in the room, but turned out to be an idiot. In black and white in his memoir he admits involvement and knowledge about Tupac's killing. He profited from that infamy and had a sense of confidence he'd escape prosecution the more he spoke and profited from his notoriety. He once was considered a demigod in the gangster world, now see him as a foolish snitch. The proffer tape is key evidence and damning. It's very vindicating because when we got the information, although we were excited about finally getting to the truth of the matter, the fact that it's still taken over a decade for the value of that to be fully recognized. With his media appearances, I cannot think of any case in American crime history where a murderer confesses to a crime many times and feels he will stay free. It is just overdue justice, but better late than never. Davis's lawyer Carl Arnold has called his own client a liar, who made up his confessions for fame and fortune. He is currently in protective custody at the Clark County Detention Center as he has not met Judge Carly Kearney's standards for his $750,000 bail. During heated exchanges in pre-trial court hearings, the 61-year-old has verbally attacked prosecutors and alleged police beat him up behind bars. In another outburst he interrupted the court to dispute the validity of evidence shared by Kading. The retired officer shrugged his shoulders, saying, "I never dealt with Keefe in any kind of underhanded, manipulative way. Everything was always very straightforward and clear, and when he took it upon himself to go out and start publicly boasting about Tupac, he sank his own ship. He created his problems. I have no vendetta against him. It's not my job to protect Keefe from his own stupidity." Kading may be a witness in the trial, which is set for March 17, 2025. Prosecutor and Chief Deputy District Attorney Mark DiGiacomo confirmed in court papers the proffer agreement tape is vital to their case. DiGiacomo wrote, "If defendant's position is that his statements are all lies, then his proffer would certainly be admissible at trial." During the recording, Keefe spoke on how he procured a weapon for the kill and drove with gangster in a white Cadillac hunting for the star. He told how his interview was gonna blow your mother effing mind, and claimed his nephew Orlando Anderson fired the Glock that killed Shakur. Anderson was killed in a 1998 gang shootout. In the tape, Davis is also heard saying that had the car pulled up alongside the 90s rap star on his right side of the vehicle, then he would have fired on him. If he would have been on my side, I would have blast. Keefe detailed the escape from potential law enforcement. After the shooting at a red light junction of East Flamingo and Koval Lane, Keefe claimed that they sped away, dumping the car a parking lot. Davis, with his three associates Terrence "Bubble Up" Brown, driver, and Orlando "Baby Lane" Anderson and DeAndre "Dre" Smith, stated he walked up to Las Vegas Boulevard as they planned to party at the Monte Carlo Hotel. However, in that time frame, Suge Knight, co-founder of Death Row Records, had sped his BMW up East Harmon Avenue, stopping in the intersection of Las Vegas Boulevard with dying Shakur in his passenger's seat. Davis recalled the unlikely visual reunion of Knight and Tupac in an ambulance right next to us as they strolled across the crosswalk. He said, "And they pulled up in an ambulance while we were standing right here. You think I am bullshitting you? We are on Las Vegas Boulevard at the crosswalk and they pulled up damn right next to us with Tupac and Suge in the car, this close." Asked by Kading's partner, LAPD officer Darren Dupree, if the Death Row Records duo saw them, Keefe responded, "We didn't give a F. The ambulance was parked right here next to us. That SH was as funny as a mother effer." Vegas Metro Police records from the 1990s revealed frustrations with Shakur's inner circle. A 243-page public records release declared every witness to the murder claimed they knew, saw and remembered nothing from the night. In the 2000 case summary, LVMPD stated, the investigation met problems early on after the four members of the car behind Shakur and Suge were less than forthcoming about what they saw during the shooting. Davis's lawyer Arnold has hinted he plans to file motions to quash the trial or even have the proffer confession dismissed. He told media his client's defense is he fabricated his role in the 1996 murder to cash in after seeing Kading make money with his own book. He said, "I mean, even the state's main investigator that testified at the grand jury said this is all about making money and that's why he put out the book." When asked to confirm Davis's stance is "I did it for money," Arnold replied, "Correct." The lawyer also spoke in court about discussions around a TV or film deal, noting to the judge that Davis was one of most notorious gang leaders of all of Southern California and ruled Compton. He was the godfather of Compton, he said. Keefe's criminal reach was nationwide, with a drug trade that extended from here to New York to Little Rock, Arkansas, adding that his client was even securing deals of 350 kilos at a time with the Mexican cartel. Arnold stated that aspects of Keefe's life story would be relevant and interesting to the community other than the death of Tupac Shakur. A pre-trial hearing is scheduled for next month. Follow Mirror Celebs on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.